I feel like that Jeremy Corbyn meme.
Which Jeremy Corbyn meme?
Where it's like, we're back and we're ready to do it all over again.
Yeah, literally.
That one.
A little bit, but more like solemn. Like.
We're back and we're ready to do it all over again.
Yeah.
The first tournament doesn't give much points anyways.
Let's chill 15 minutes and then let's play a couple of games of Werewolf to wind down the day and then we'll have a chill evening. No solo queue please, man. People, I mean, if you've got an important thing that you feel right now, then let's get it off our chest for just 2 minutes.
So there's sort of two options when approaching this. Is we can like let it like frustrate us and worry us and stuff and all that kind of thing, or we can say like we need to use this moment and this game to be motivation for what we want to change next.
I think the system's not working. I think, doesn't this show that the system's not working? That's what I think.
So what do we do then? How do we change the system?
This is what I come back to, right? Again, it's the same as what I said at the beginning. Like, I still genuinely believe that sport is good for them in terms of, and physical activity is very good for them. And I think sport in terms of like team sports, especially sports you've not tried before, I think it literally makes them better people. Like, and that's not overselling it.
No, it does.
But I think, would we be better League of Legends players if we played more League of Legends in that time?
Evening before we had a short meeting, like if anyone needs to say anything now, but if not, go sleep on it and we'll have a chat tomorrow morning. For you, how did you feel that meeting went essentially in the morning?
I think that meeting is about as productive as we can make the situation, because we need everyone to get their point of view across, but in a way that's productive for the team and good for us moving forward. So they need to be able to say what they want to say without emotion affecting it too much, and that's why we held it till the next day rather than doing it immediately after the game.
So the meeting after we lost to Eminem, it was me, Josh and John were in the garden. It wasn't like a scheduled thing. We were like chatting, and then as things happened, we got talking. We spent like 2.5 hours talking about everything.
It went pretty much how we thought it would go after we talked about it with the rest of the staff. Although the schedule was incredibly intense and we were playing sort of 80 to even maybe 90% of the amount of League of Legends that most teams play, we were doing it while doing a lot of other things.
The main thing that came out of that and the meeting afterwards was that the boys wanted to play more League of Legends, which, in hindsight, probably is quite a good idea. But our whole kind of ethos has been that it's as important to have other things other than League of Legends as well as the game in order to try and progress them as people as well as players. And although we still agree with that and we still think that's the absolute best that we can be, we were on such a short time schedule that would benefit them in like 6 months to a year rather than like 3 months that we have. Put that camera down, B-Tech Reese Rasmussen. There's your opener for this one as well.
No, I'm not using that.
Why?
Because you can't just win the opener. I'm just say something controversial at the camera.
I'm just recording me playing.
Can you not skip the tutorial in the beginning?
Yeah, you can't skip. You can say you've played the game before, and it lets you skip most of the tutorial. You have to play through. Yeah.
I don't think you can. Wait, can you?
Yeah, there's it asks you how competent you are or something like that.
I have to ask you about RuneScape.
Okay.
What's up with RuneScape in the M house?
I mean, RuneScape, I believe is a game a lot of us grew up with as a child. So obviously, a few years ago they released the old school version of the game, which brought at least me back into the game, because I got all of the memories from when I was a little kid playing the game. So that's something I'm getting back into. And
dude, I just quit it yesterday. I uninstalled it.
So why did you just quit RuneScape yesterday then?
Because I waste too much time on it and I want to play League.
Like not in construction, I had a steel dragon in my dungeon. I used to invite Nuki to fight it.
I played RuneScape as well, so like when everyone around me just starts or just plays RuneScape, I'm like, that seems decently fun. And I'm already like looking for something else to do other than League. Because if I'm not doing League, I'm either like watching videos, anime, and now it's partly RuneScape. I'm not really into it right now, just play it occasionally when I just want to build a character, because I like character building.
My old account actually got banned for botting apparently, but I haven't played on it for so long.
Calvin.
You used to bot.
I promise I don't bot. I never bought that. I mean, I promise. Like I got fucking banned at the time. I didn't even touch RuneScape. I was like, what the fuck?
Calvin.
Yeah, you let your bot play for you. That's why. Yeah. I mean, I used to do that. I used to put on my bot, let it like fishing, and then I went to school and I came home and I was like fucking rich. I felt so good about it until I got permabanned.
That's why you don't leave a bot on when you're away.
Dude, I didn't. I had it on when I was sleeping too, so it was like
Right,
it was like fishing for like 30 hours straight. I was
If you're actually intelligent about it and you only bot when you're at the PC.
Yeah, but like I mean, they could still detect it. Probably.
Yeah, but then that's just like discrimination against robots.
3 minutes, boys.
15 minutes before each scrim, we all come together around the table and have a pre-scrim meeting. The idea is that we go over champions that we want to try, play styles that we want to do, things we need to look at. Maybe someone's got a pick that they've been trying in solo queue and they need to test out in scrims, so that we make sure we're as productive as possible during that time. And then at the end of the scrims as well, we have a post-scrim or post-day meeting where we go over what we've learned from the day, any problems people had, any issues that came up that we need to sort of make sure they're settled before we move on to the next thing.
So these are the 2 drafts we've got from their games. There's, like we said, there's not a lot of data. There's more data for M&M, of course. This is a team that's a playing team, so there's very little data. What you do know is they first get Talia both times. You said his pike was pretty good.
The pipe was okay.
What was effective in the game?
They were super aggro bot lane, like constantly pushing up without vision, even past the like 3 minute time, even though regardless of where the enemy jungle was.
I'm gonna get bullied by D2 players. The pre-scrim meetings I think are really useful. Like they get us in the correct mindset for the game. We talk through like any new ideas we might have about champion picks, compositions, stuff like that, and we also go over what the goals for today are. For example, if it's a day of scrims and we want to play a specific style, we know from the pre-scrim meeting what we want to be focusing on for that day. If it's a game day, we get into the right headspace for competing. Like it's all serious business now. We gotta go and play and win.
They first took Talia, which they'll do against us obviously.
It looks like they clearly play Fiddlesticks fair bit, because obviously it's banned both times. I think both teams will have seen and had a look how much they play of it. They got an 80% win rate on his Fiddlesticks.
It's hard to have less than 80% on this champion. So.
Okay, but you get the point.
Fiddle is a fine man though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we banned Fiddle.
Cancer range champ.
But that's like something I seriously wanted to ask. Like, if we get in a position where we have to play Funnel against a good team like later in the tournament, and they recognize that, and let's say they ban Braum and Tarek, for example, and we have to play Rakan, Saya, Funnel. Do you think it would be better if I play Rakan?
Usually in other teams we have just had a time where the screen begins and we have shown up 5 minutes before the time and then just went into the screen directly just to play. But I feel like that's not the best way of doing things, because you're kind of screaming without a specific plan every time maybe. And so that's where the benefit of the pre-screen meetings really comes in, that you can before the screen really talk about what you want to focus on in this scrim. Seeing as in scrims you don't really play to win the games, but rather to practice a thing or two, and it really benefits the team to know upfront like what those things are and how you want to, what you want to use that specific scrim for.
We got our game at 7. John and I are gonna probably run through some mock drafts of tonight's game. I don't want to take NSU lightly. I think we should, after our show in last week, we should, or whenever it was, we should respect everyone and play against them as if we're playing against Mad Lions or as if we're playing against anyone. I don't care who it is. The better we are, the quicker they lose. It's literally the way it is. What's time now?
5? No, 5.
5. So you've got an hour and a half of your own time. I don't mind what you do. If you want to go for a nap, you go for a nap. If you want to go for a walk. You go for a walk. It's up to you.
Wait, what? I think I ordered the minion. I don't know.
Okay, check arena GG please again.
I think too many minions.
Should be up within a minute or something.
We play on live server, right? Yeah.
Can we all join LVP TeamSpeak as well? I don't know if we have to, but there's no reason not to.
Okay.
So this is the opposite. So X are actually choosing to fight this because Aurelia is really hard to pin down, and it wasn't a full five.
My word.
It wasn't full 5 on Aurelia. And this is why teleport's being nerfed.
Carnage. Yeah, this is just
this is a perfect demonstration of that, and that Q does so much. Like it does like 900 damage at this point, and it's AoE and it's a knockout.
And it knocks them up. It's like everybody else can lay in as well, and is
Yeah,
What's the
yeah.
point? I think this is what Sender was shouting about. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just Darius.
Just Darius.
I don't know why he didn't say we playing werewolf. There's a villager in the background.
Yeah, you should have said. I'm not sure if anyone saw that, by the way. I'm gonna actually link my own meme.
Link your own. No, don't link it.
Actually, can't.
And this was a really good fight. You just missed what Vladimir just did.
I just missed.
Whatever.
Whatever. You know what?
You're
It's
so
only rounds.
salty about this.
Remember you f***ers trying to post a meme?
It's fine. Go on our Twitter and you can find the dank meme.
The dank meme
of looking like a villager from a game that we play. And thanks so much for tuning in.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Hi guys. What we have, guys, is firstly lots of jackets. So I don't know, have you guys seen the design or not?
Quick check.
Yeah. Into stock.
Yeah. They don't need to be like tight fitting jackets.
Yeah, it's a jacket. It's not
jacket. It's supposed to be over other stuff.
Other stuff, yeah.
So the jackets, I'm this is what I see you. I wear that.
It's just me. Yeah. Perfect. So you wear a small jacket.
What joggers? Yeah, this feels so better actually.
Managing Director Kieran Armstrong, what do you think of the kit?
It's a thumbs up from me. It looks amazing. Quickseth look well. He's just taking his kit off now, so you don't pan the camera. But he looked very smart in all
Fine,
his
I
kit.
can cut this with the bit where Quickseth has his kit on, and then
Quickseth, very smart, very smart.
nice. What are we doing, John?
We're watching a film.
Why are we watching a film?
Because films are fun.
You're new to this, aren't you?
Or is there like, do you mean why is there like a deeper reason why, like a philosophical reason why we're watching a film?
Well, we watched Ocean's 8 in the cinema last
and
week.
I'm trying to show people the difference between Soderbergh's unique artistic flair.
Creative influence.
Almost like comparing season 1 and season 2 of Behind the Screens, except you'll find that there's a unique artistic flair added to season 2.
Except from I'm most definitely the auteur out of both of us.
And I'm the get done business Hollywood filmmaker.
Yeah, like Gary Ross, exactly. I think it's Gary Ross. Let's find out. Yeah, Gary Ross. Yeah, 35 minutes.
Nice.
We're going up 5 minutes, we're going to talk about draft. We're going to meditate and talk about draft. And then we'll be ready.
How do you feel about the game today, Benjamin? Go on.
What?
Give me your pre-game thoughts.
Easy 2-0.
Easy 2-0.
Easy 2-0.
You didn't say to who?
He didn't.
It is actually kind of easy 2-0. If we get the funnel game, right, it's easy 2-0 for us. If we fuck it up, it's easy 2-0 for them.
If everyone could be quiet, Ryan, Alex, everybody, thank you.
I don't know if this looks they're professional on there.
I don't think so. Huh? Okay. Cool.
What, you chewing away?
Eating.
Meditating, eating a kebab.
And that's the thing.
You can stop when we start, right?
Yeah. But it still looks better than
Nope. Once I start eating, nothing stops me.
We've paid a particular attention this split to kind of mental prep, as well as physical, as well as analytical. So the mental stuff we do, we've brought in meditation more recently in the last couple of weeks.
So esports is mostly, not entirely, but mostly sort of mental game. It's all about being able to concentrate for long hours, process lots of problems quickly, and deal with stressful situations. So we do quite a lot of mental preparation. One of the best ways to think about it that I've ever been told is that it's like bicep curls for the mind. So mostly we practice mindful meditation with a focus on concentration, memory, that sort of thing.
So hi and welcome back into day 8. Now today I'd like you to pay special attention to your mood or the emotional quality of mind.
I didn't do it actively before this. I did it for a while, and then I stopped, which I shouldn't have, but I stopped. And now it's like we're starting over again, and it's good, because I always thought it's a good thing to do.
Has been good because you have 5-10 minutes where everyone's just sitting together, relaxing. We're listening to Headspace, I think it was called, and it leads you to how to meditate correctly and stuff. And at the beginning, in the beginning it's a bit difficult. But I think it's good to relax everyone, like get everyone in the same mood.
In your own time, just gently opening the eyes again. As always, take a few moments before you get up, just to appreciate that feeling.
Yeah, I've got 100% faith that we're a much better team this week than last week. We're much better prepared. The drafts are understood. You know exactly what you want to do. You understand how we play. We've got a blueprint on how we play. Now it's just time to show it, right? And that's all. It's no different from what we've been doing. We just need to actually put it into practice where obviously a scrim, you can be okay for it to not be put into practice perfectly, and we work on it. But now we just got to try and put it as near to perfect as possible. Let's all get into lobby then, please, and into TS. When we're thinking about counter pick top sender, you're in a 2v1 lane, so this is something where I'm actually happy with you counter picking top and going even in lane, right? This isn't a counter pick lane.
Going to be jumping onto the Summoner's Rift for this first game is Excel versus Eminem. Especially if he can land it onto Kaiser, but Quickstep going in for the flash, gets onto 2, Venza flashes over the wall, a lot of damage starts to come out straight away, and Shogun flashes over the wall though. Venza putting the damage down, that's going to be 1 picked up for Excel, make it 2. Jokerism's the only one who remains. Igloo trying to pump that damage down for the moment, but he gets pulled in and blown up. The health bars are so low, and nobody's going down. Shogun gets stacked up and pops down. It's a double kill onto Sendo, and Excel win the fight. Great Spirit's Refuge, but in comes Sendo, who misses the ultimate, but a Glacial Fissure will separate and slow down the team. Shockwave flashes forward, trying to kill Venza, but he's forced out. The concussive blows are going to stack up. Venza's still alive! He's going down as Shockwave gets picked up. Hades throws down the Lamb's Respite to keep everyone up, but that's just going to heal Excel, and Venza is able to pick up yet another kill. Venza gets himself the first kill as the Lamb's Respite comes up to buy a little bit of time for Eminem, but it's a double kill onto Venza. He's going to look for a little bit more. The rest of the team flash forward. It's been a triple kill. Quickstep goes in with a headbutt pulverize, and he picks up the kill. Turret's going to fall down. Nexus is going to be laid bare, and XL are able to take the first win of this best of 3. Igloo's actually getting caught out. This is this concussive blows as Venza actually could just be gifted first blood. That is unfortunate. Is going to instantly pop out. Oh, that cast was beautiful! Venza now just trying to rip through members left, right, and center. A double kill onto the Tristana.
And it's Baron for XL.
Venza picks himself up yet another kill. 7 and 2, and Jokerism very, very low. Great cast is going to result in a double kill onto Venza.
They're going to be able to make this work. Eminem need to force one last team fight.
Well, Senna goes in, gets the cask onto 1. That's going to be a pickup instantly onto Shockwave. His heat is deleted out. 2 kills picked up by XL. Nexus will just be the focus, and they look like they're going for a couple of glory kills. A double kill onto Sendo as the Nexus goes down. XL takes the series.
No, we get it!
Okay, boys, take 2 minutes to yourself, get a drink, go for a whatever you need to do, and then just bring your chairs back in around the table for the chat, okay? Really good job.
I think it's mostly our practice. We beat them 2 times with funneling, and I think it just comes down to we were really practiced on it. I think they just didn't know how to play against it. And that's just another thing of strategy and like being able to play meta. No matter how much you dislike funneling or how much you like it, you need to play it, you need to know how to play against it. And that's just League.
England start 1-0.
Strike.
It's coming home.
Strike.
It's coming
Strike.
home. It's coming home. It's coming home.
So Anyone who doesn't know our strike system, basically anything that we do that we've got a set of rules as a team, and if we kind of break those rules, you get a strike. A second strike is a small fine. That fine pot goes to doing something together as a team. As a kind of exception, England obviously got really, really far in this World Cup, and furthest we've ever seen in our lives. So our game was on at exactly the same time as the England game. We wanted to ensure that no one got any spoilers because we were going to watch it after, and we'd agreed to watch it after. So we put in a strike rule that anyone who spoiled it, even if you accidentally saw it on Twitter or something, you were going to keep it to yourself, and anyone who spoiled it got a strike. So.
World Cup semi-final.
In the centre.
Oh!
I don't think he had anyone,
It's
did
a
he?
fucking throw in.
He didn't have anyone, did he?
There's someone on the roving ledge just try and pull it back.
Is he right?
I think he did the right thing.
Yeah, put it across goal, but he just needs to try and bring it back more.
How's the Diamond game going?